Yeah, it's your boy Smart Trade Academy. Yes, welcome back again. Welcome back once again. In today's edition, as I promised you guys, I'm going to talk about how to predict the news, how to know the direction of news using Forex Factory app and investment.com. Yes, this is what I'm going to give you guys. Maybe you have come across video like this. Please watch this video. You are going to find a very secret something that those video that you have watched, the people that make this video didn't tell you. There is some secret they didn't tell you. Watch this video to the end. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel if what I'm doing here is good and you like it and you want me to be giving you more update like this. Okay, let's go to the business. This is Forex Factory. Yes, Forex Factory is an app that give traders some information, yes, some news and some updates in forex and the stock market, even on BTC and other things, even some geopolitical zones, how things is happening in some area. But this app, we traders, we that trade forex news, yes, we trade invent news fundamentals, we that trade it, we use this app to know how we can trade and where the market is going to be. Like for instance, if we have CPI news, interest rates, PMI, jobless scam, we can use this app to go and look to the for the previous market of the particular event and know what the market is going to be look like. Okay, let's go to the calendar. Yes, if you come for the app, you click on this calendar. Let's go to the calendar so I can tell you guys the thing and the yes, this is calendar of this week. All those things you see here is new that happened on this week. Now, how do we know the direction of the thread before the event is coming, before event itself is coming? Okay, let me go for next week calendar and see some news that we have. This is next week. I have to click on it. Okay, this is news we have this BMC. I have told you guys how to set this app. If you didn't watch the video, you should go and watch it. First thing you need to know before trading news. That is the title of the video. Yes, on Tuesday we have card CPI. This is card CPI. We have card CPI. So now, how do we know whether this card CPI is going to be buy or sell? We use the previous data that being released to know the direction of these markets. Yes, we use the previous data. How do we do this? When you come here now, you click here. Let us use this card CPI as an example. It's coming on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday, 25 June. Now, by this calendar, this card CPI have happened. The last event happened on May 21. This is it, May 21. Now, in this card, we see that actual is 0.5, forecast is 0.5, while previous is 0.5. Yes, this tells us that this market, last month's market, that CPI, this card CPI, card currency is weak on that CPI day. That is what this data is telling us. Now, we can use this data now they release here to predict what is going to happen by next event, which is coming Tuesday. Now, we see that Ashura is 0.5, focus 0.5, previous 0.5. Now, on that Wednesday, Tuesday that is coming, this Forex factory, they are predicting that focus will be 0.3, while previous will be 0.5. That means they are expecting to have another 3% on it. Now, this thing, what normally happen on news is that news always repeat itself at least 3 times before the news can change. Let's use an example of this so that you people will understand what I'm saying. Let us look here. Let us look this three. 1, 2, 3. Let us look that data and see how the data look like. Now, if you come for this data now, you can see on February 20, the actual is 0.0, focus 0.4, while um, previous minus 0.3. I can tell you that this particular news you see on this 20, as far as this have minus, if you go and check that news on February 20, you will see that card buy that day, because this have minus, card buy. Now, on March 19, 2024, the news was released again. Now, focus, actual was is 0.3, while focus was 0.6, previous was 0.0. So in this news, card also bought that day. Now, if you come on this one, which is April, then if you come on April, you will see Ashua 0.6, then focus 0.7, then previous 0.3. You can see that card is also buy, but to mind you that card buy that day, but is weak. You can see that the color is weak. It's not strong. Yes, it's weak. Then that weakness is what come on this May 21, which is this one. You can see focus, Ashua, you see Ashua 0.5, focus 0.5, previous 0.6. This tell you that that day card, like something USD card is buy that day. If you go and check it, is buy. Yes, USD card is buy that day, because on this is how to do it. Just know when this news repeat itself 3 times, there must be a change. Yes, when you see this news repeat itself 3 times, know, and that 3 times will go in the same direction, know that in other events the market will do what? It normally change. If it didn't change, it's going to reject. Yes, if the market didn't change, it's going to reject. Just know this. On this news, they say usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. When the news was released, then actual greater than the currency, the forecast is the good to the currency. But if actual is not greater, it's not good. Do you understand? It's not good to the currency. That is why you come here, you see those red, red, and is going against the market. But this does not work in every news. Yes, it does not work in every news. I will show you guys the news that it doesn't work. Just know that in this my channel, I always give you guys correct gist. I always give you guys what I know. You see, in this thing, it doesn't work on jobless unemployment scam. It doesn't work on this news. This method doesn't work on here. What works here is if what work here is if actual is lesser than forecast, is good for the currency. Yes, on jobless scam or initial jobless scam, if actual is lesser than the forecast and the previous, then is good for the currency. Like for instance, on this US news, this a jobless scam is a US news. The last jobless scam we have, actual is 238, previous is 235. Why focus? Focus is 235, previous is 234. Now that day, US will buy because US is lesser than previous, which is 243. Yes, is lesser than this, which is 243. This is telling you that the numbers of people that is unemployment in US for that week is less. The number of application that they have in US that day is less. If it is high, that means that the currency have high rate of unemployment, is going to weak the currency. Just understand this. If the actual is high, know that the numbers of people that put application to get job in US is high, is going to weak the currency. But if it is low, it's good for the currency. That is why I told you guys it doesn't work in all all news. And this news is what it doesn't work. Both AU news, once it is jobless scam, know that if actual is higher than previous and forecast, that is bad for the currency. It doesn't work. Yes, it doesn't work for all those one. If you come here now, you can see like this one, actual is 28, 29, forecast is 20, while previous is 21. On this one now, you can see US is going to do what? Buy. If it's something like JBP USD, you are going to sell. If it is something like a, let's say, SAU USD, you are going to sell that day because it's lower. That is why on this news, we don't normally use this on this news, because sometimes unemployment scam doesn't go suitable. Before, if you watch this thing now, you see, like, if this one, maybe the next unemployment rate that is going to release now, unemployment count that is going to release, is that this one normally change every one news or two news. It doesn't even go to up to three. It will change. Yes, it's not constant. It's not like a interest rate, CPI, and other news. This one normally change. This is how to predict. I know the direction of the news is applicable to the investment.com. Let me click to the investment.com. This is investment.com. Yes, this is investment.com app. Next week news. Let's go to next week news. Yes, this is news on next week news. It's also applicable to this news. Yes, all those news you see here, you can also use the method and the predict where the initial jobless scam. Let's click on it. Okay, watch the last initial jobless scam See it. Ashwa is 233. I mean 234, 238. Focus was 235, while previous was 243. This tell you that that day US is strong. If I wanted to predict this news now, I will say that by coming event that US news will be bought, that I'm going to buy US news. Then if you go for the former one that's happened, you will notice what I told you. If you come here, if you come here, you will see that here Ashwa is high. If you come for this one, previous is high. On initial jobless time and the unemployment rate, only these places, this strategy doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work, but Ashwa greater than forecast and a previous doesn't work. But in other news, is when Ashwa is greater than forecast, is good for the currency, the base currency. Is good like this JBP, US GBP. You can see this one. You can see this Ashwa, previous. All of them are equal. All the news is telling you that there is equal. This news is going to go by geopolitical situation because the news is equal. But if you watch this arrow here, this arrow for that day, I can be telling you that US is going to be sell. It's going to be weak because of this arrow. Yes, if it is going to buy, this arrow is going to turn up like this and turn to blue. But as far as it's point down, it's telling you that this news is weak. Yes, it's very weak. So this is how to know the direction of the event. Another thing is there is some event that the data is 50-50, like something like um yes uh interest rate, card interest rate. Sometimes you will see the data will be 50-50. Yes, the data will be 50-50. That is what the data will be. So if you go on all those news, you can also use my last video. I talk about how to know the direction of the trade by using market movement. That is what we use to know the direction of the event. We use it and also use the past. We can check the former news that happened on that particular pace. Yes, if it is US news, we can now, like on Friday, we can see that we have Friday, we have PMI. Okay, what happened in PMI? Did the US week? There's we use all those things and also check the past event because event almost, just understand this, news almost repeat itself. It almost repeats itself. Even if that direction is going to change, it must repeat itself at least 3 good times, except unemployment scam and initial jobless scam. That initial jobless scam is applicable to all initial jobless scam, be it JBP initial jobless scam, be it AUD initial jobless scam, be it card initial jobless scam, be it chef initial jobless scam, be it JPY initial jobless scam. Just know that those things cannot, I mean, doesn't work here. That one work vice versa, which means if previous is lesser than actual, is good for the currency. I will end this video. If you have question, please like this video, subscribe on this channel so that YouTube will recommend this video to others. Yes, this is the gift you can give me for giving you such teaching is for you to subscribe on my channel, like my video, so that I will have energy to give more teachings on this. I will still teach you guys the one that is 50-50. I will still talk about it, and also on the one that have minus minus. Although I talk about it on this video, but I did not go more deep. So how we end this video, share, please like and share the video. Thank you guys.